After a mundane first period class, my advisory and I are consistently bored during the gold day break. Usually, my advisory would talk for a while, or we'd silently just sit in our phones enjoying each other's presence. However, on this particular day, the collective energy of the room was feeling especially low. In response to this boredom, my friends and I always do something stupid to up the mood, or to just simply kill the time. Luckily, we found a small blue ball roaming the campus, and we decided to adopt it on the previous day. My friends in the advisory, including Jason, William, and Alex, we all decided to start playing a game combined between Foursquare and soccer. As Jason, William, and I exited the building, we began to embrace the beautiful spring weather. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping, and there was a cool breeze passing by. In contrast to this calm, mild weather was the intensity building up as we made our way to the playing area. I could feel the pressure bouncing off the walls. 4 sets of eyes were laser focused and were staring daggers at each other. Since we were all athletes, we each had a decent skill set for different sports, which made the game very competitive. Additionally, because of the nature of close friends playing the same game, a leisurely activity can quickly become an ultra-competitive, yet temporary, rivalry. Unfortunately, an event of this nature almost always has 2 outcomes. We end up having a great time, or someone will end up hurt. As the game progressed, it was a sequence of one-upping each other. We kept rotating through who was king, and a volume of trash talking ensued with every point. By the way, king is just an arbitrary name for someone who's at the top. It doesn't really mean anything. With that, the level of competition increased exponentially. People, including myself, were diving, jumping over chairs, and almost crashing in bystanders/spectators, paralyzed by the sight of our incredible performance. Suddenly, after the ball went flying out of the playing field, it ended on the opposite side of the upper school courtyard. As I chased for it, I glued my eyes to the ball in flight. I was determined to reach the ball and to save myself in the game. However, an unsuspecting teacher was actually walking directly next to where the ball would land. As the both of us subconsciously continued on our paths, I nearly plowed into him and almost knocked his coffee and lunch out of his hands. After this near accident, I quickly recovered and profusely apologized to the teacher. Embarrassed from this incident, I had to walk the walk of shame back to my friends, who filled the silence with guilty laughs. From then on, the mood was killed, and we became hyper aware of our surroundings. At a superficial level, a simple game between friends may seem shallow and meaningless. However, a momentary rivalry between friends can sometimes breed a stronger relationship between us and a honing of our skills. While these positives are greatly advantageous to one's collective ability, it is important to recognize your surroundings and how one's benefits can quickly lead to someone else's detriments.